night and day. I wanna love your body, girl, in every single way. Every day and night, every night and day. I wanna love your body, girl, in every single way. Forever, my lady, like Jodeci. You see your body keep controlling me, and I'm trying to get it popping like it's ecstasy. But your body should stay close to me. We gon' get it poppin', we gon' get it poppin'. And soaking wet, fuck around. Got your girls, man, they all upset. Where you at? Where you at? Where you been spending time? Got a man, I always hit you up, but you not around. I be on not a man, I'll hit you up on the phone. I'm head down to pick you up, baby girl, when you all alone. I wanna call you up, but I can't do that shit. Come over here, baby, you the one I'm rolling with. You the one I'm fooling with. I spend the hours, 1,000 flowers, and tuna fish. Baby girl, you the only one that I'm dealing with. I swear to God, the MC Hammer got you too legit. And didn't know that you my mama, Mia. Baby girl, you picture perfect like the Mona Lisa. Take you out to France, do it a little dance. Telling me that you love me, you posting it on the gram. And didn't know that you my mama, Mia. Baby girl, you picture perfect like the Mona Lisa. Take you out to France, do it a little dance. Telling me that you love me, you posting it on the gram. Baby girl, I got plans for you. Better yet, I made plans for two. Take your time, let me admire you. And baby girl, we get it poppin' like we supposed to do. We can stop from the stairs, girl, I promise an hour. After we done with your braids, we can jump in the shower. I'll tell the world that it's yours, baby girl, that it's ours. Anything that you need in life, baby, I got you. Baby girl, you the one, boo. Cause you the be the one when times get tough, I turn to. Girl, I really love and I do admire you. You the one that I need. Baby girl, you the one, boo. Cause you the be the one when times get tough, I turn to. Girl, I really love and I do admire you. You the one that I need. Every day and night, every night and day. I wanna love your body, girl, in every single way. Every day and night, every night and day. I wanna love your body, girl, in every single way. We have to tell it and we getting it on. Baby girl, tell me what you wanna do. Yeah, right. We can stuff on the bed, bath and beyond. Baby girl, tell me what you into. Yeah, cause every day and night, every night and day. I wanna love your body, girl, in every single way. Every day and night, every night and day. I wanna love your body, girl, in every single way.
Wow, you get wow. You hear about the app in Liberia called Minida right here?
Minida, what Minida got to do anything?
Minida is a ride sharing app in Liberia that making transportation so easy. You can download the Minida app on your phone and be able to request bike, taxi, keke, big bus, small bus all around Liberia. And the good thing about it, every time you open Minida app, Minida will always provide you your pickup address. All you have to enter is your destination address. Destination address simply means where you are going.
So I need internet service?
Yeah, you get. Of course, you need internet service. You have to be able to use your internet service and download Google Maps first. Secondly, you have to go into your phone settings and turn on your location. And then you download Minida app and begin to request ride all across Liberia. We're all fighting for car and we're all standing long time on the road.
So how do I connect to drivers?
You get it very easy. The drivers will also sign up and follow the same instruction I'm telling you now. They would be able to turn on the location in the phone settings and download Google Maps and download Minida Driver app. And then the moment you make a request, the driver will be able to receive your ride request. And another good thing is your family members and your friends from all around the world can be able to request ride for you in Liberia. You get.
So how do I pay?
You get. All you can pay with is your bank card, and you can pay with Lone Star or Orange Mobile Money.
Is that easy?
Yeah, that's how easy it is, you get.
So Minida transportation made easy. Oh, thank you, my brother. Let me go download my app, yeah. Hey, transportation made easy, oh.
For more information on how to download Minida app and use Minida app, you could go over to YouTube and search Minida Liberia.
Pennsylvania residents, we got good news for you. Are you interested in boosting your career or moving to the next level? Reach out to us at Excellence Staffing and Global at 267-461-7460 and take advantage of our training services and become either a certified nursing assistant CNA or database administrator DBA. We have a team of experts that can prepare you for your next level. Register now or call 267-461-7460 and get a 25% discount with promo code ESG2022 for our certified nursing assistant training or our database administrator training. Registration ends on December 31, 2022. Training cost is absolutely affordable. It's Excellence Staffing and Global, powering workforce with excellence. Remember to call us now at 267-461-7460.
Are you looking for auto insurance, home insurance, and life insurance? Or a business owner looking to insure your business? Well, we can help you with that. At Patience Noah Insurance, we know that insurance is hard to understand. That is why, as an independent insurance agency, we work with you to find tailor-made insurance for you or your business with the multiple insurance companies we work with. Whether you are looking for general liability, professional liability, workers' compensation, business auto, trucking insurance, personal auto insurance, home insurance, or life insurance, we are here for you to help you find coverage that fits your needs and your budget. Visit our website at patientnoahins.com or give us a call at 508-321-2083. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or TikTok at Patience Noah Insurance.
Are you a member of an alumni association, an organization, a public or business agency, or a political party in Liberia or any part of the world? I have good news for you. You can now have your own private social community just like Facebook, exclusively for members of your organization. Your members will be able to download your social app from the Google or App Store or go directly on your mobile-friendly website, sign up, get verified, and start interacting with other members of your community, just like Facebook. If you are tired of intruders invading your organization's private Facebook groups, then it's time to get an online social community of your own that will look and function just like Facebook. And you will only need to buy us a soft drink once a year for annual hosting and maintenance. We don't charge you. You pay what you can afford. We take care of everything else. Now you don't have to worry about Facebook banning you anymore. Call or WhatsApp +231-886-511-933 or call +1-307-877-7110. Let's get your social community on the road, just like Facebook.
Don't sleep, come.
When you talk durable, environmental friendly, and an all-weather surface smoothener, the only name that comes to mind is Zize Quality Paints. Zize Quality Paints come in all color and is produced in the USA. You don't have to worry anymore, because with Zize Quality Paints, you can change from oil to water-based paint with no damage to your wall or surface. And also, Zize Paint doesn't peel your wall. The good news is we can customize your paint based on your preference. Locate our offices in Police Academy Junction, RRA Highway, and our newly opened branch at LMC Junction, St. Paul Bridge, Bourgeois Island. For the first of its kind in Liberia, Zize Quality Group of Companies Incorporated introduces the Painter Referral Cash Commission. Professional painters can earn referral cash commission ranging from $5 United States dollars to $375 United States dollars when your client buy minimum total sale value greater than or equal to $200 United States dollars per transaction. This offer runs from September 5th, 2022 to December 31st, 2022. Interested professional painters can contact any of our Zize Quality Paint store locations. This is our way of appreciating our valued professional painters for their support and continuous commitment to doing business with us. The qualification is just simple. You must be a professional painter. Referral cash commission is based on per transaction and not on accumulated purchases. For more information, call phone numbers 0777 366 142 or 0555 386 177. Zize Quality Paints. Give your property a shine.
Let me see you.
Are you in search of a credible, trustworthy, and professional real estate company? Well, your answer is yes. Realty Liberia Corporation is a solution to all your real estate needs. They provide real estate management, broker the sale or purchase of real properties, facilitate real property rental arrangements. They do property appraisals and title searches. Their effective and competent U.S. trained team boasts of over 30 years of experience working in the residential and commercial real estate space of America. They are a 100% Liberian-owned company located ideally on 4th Street Sinker in the Oregon compound. They can be reached on cell phone numbers +231 888 282 828 or 231 775 282 828. They are found on the internet at www.realtyliberia.com. Ladies and gentlemen, stop by today at their 4th Street Sinker office and tell them Henry Costa sent you.
Do you need a car?
Ready for an upgrade?
Then come to Sika Motors, sole distributors of Toyota vehicles, Mitsubishi vehicles, and Yamaha motorbikes, genuine accessories and spare parts.
You name it, we have it. We have the 2022 brands of Toyota vehicles. Select from our new Toyota Starlight,
Toyota Belter, Toyota Rush.
We've got the best deal in town through our Sika Motors financing schemes with selected banks, EcoBank Liberia and UBA Liberia, starting at the lowest as $500 USD. You won't believe these prices. Come for quality, reliability, and durability. Take a spin and let's make a deal.
Sika Motors on the UN Drive at Town Bushra Island, or call Sika Motors on +231 775 987 758 or email cmarketing@cfao.com. Sika Motors, drive with confidence.
We all know the headache we go through sending money to our loved ones, friends, and family in Liberia. High fees, long lines in banks, the usual complaint of the system being down, such a waste of time and energy. That is why I was very happy when I learned that SendWave is now in Liberia. So now I can send money anytime from anywhere directly from my smartphone to the MTN Lone Star Cell mobile money account of a loved one, friend, or family within seconds for just a tiny fee. So download SendWave now to your phone from your Apple Store or Google Play Store. Add your details, and don't worry, they are very safe and secure. And start sending money today. Don't forget to insert the promo code COSTA to get free $5 credit added to your first transfer. SendWave is secure, super fast, and by far the most affordable way to send money to Liberia. I'm Henry P. Costa and a very happy customer. Thank you.
Good morning. Welcome to the program. Today is Tuesday, the 22nd day of November 2022. So we have a number of issues. One, the time difference. The fact that we had to adjust the time of the show has affected the live viewing. Because we used to do the show at 6:30 Eastern time, which is a fairly good time. Lots of people would be up then. Now we're doing the show at 5:30, so that's lots of people are now up then. on this side of the world. But of course, in Liberia, we're good because people are out, people are in their offices, they're listening via radio, and they're also watching via Facebook, YouTube, and listening via the other apps. Yeah, so as far as the notifications is concerned, we have looked into it. Some people do get the notification, while some people don't get the notification. And it is not our fault. It's Facebook's fault. You have to do some, because of the way the system is set up now at Facebook, you have to configure your device in such a way that you allow notifications to come in. Yeah, you have to manually do it yourself. Go to your settings and something like that, and where you got all of your apps. And then I think you have to click the allow or grant permission for your phone, for your device to receive notification. I think that's the way it's set up. Good morning, Bagai.
Good morning, Costa, and good morning to our many listeners. It's good that we are here, the 22nd day of the 11th month. Wow. We have already climaxed this year, and the heated year is next year. So it's glad that we are here with you.
Yeah, November is pretty much done.
Mm-hmm.
On this day, 1963, November 22nd, something terrible happened in America that shook the world, that reverberated across the world. The charismatic American president John F. Kennedy, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, was assassinated in Dallas, Texas on November 22nd, 1963. Yeah. He was on a campaign trail. JFK had been elected in 1960. He was inaugurated in January 1961. I remember many, many years ago, almost 2 decades ago, I memorized John F. Kennedy's inaugural address. It was a 15-minute inaugural address. I memorized it. And I'm getting old now, so I don't quite remember it still. But yes, John F. Kennedy was one of my favorite American presidents. And he was killed on this day. And that changed America. The day John F. Kennedy was assassinated by a guy called Lee Harvey Oswald. And after Lee Harvey Oswald assassinated John F. Kennedy, they were taking him to court. I think a couple of days later, a guy called Jack Ruby shot Lee Harvey Oswald. Anyway, folks, let me spare you the American history lesson, but I'm a big student of history, particularly American history. Yes. So, what's the obvious thing to talk about? Yesterday's game. The United States versus Wales. Now, it's something I need to talk to you about. Wales, W-E-L-E-S, a country most of you do not know exists. In many ways, it is not a country by itself, an independent country. Wales is a part of what is called the United Kingdom. They have a system called a devolution system. Again, I'm sorry, I have to lecture you there on a little bit of politics. So the devolution system, on the devolution system in the United Kingdom, Great Britain, of course, is the largest of the islands. Great Britain, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, they all put together and they make what is called the United Kingdom. So Wales, while they are under the United Kingdom, they still maintain a couple of things, individual identities, in terms of, for example, they have their own national team. So you see, England, that's why when England goes to the World Cup, they are not called the United Kingdom. No, they are called England. So there is England or Great Britain. England is an old name. Wales has their own team. Scotland has their own team. But all of these countries have some sort of quasi independence, sort of. But when it comes to, say, diplomacy or stuff like that, military, and then the United Kingdom, they fall under the United Kingdom, but they maintain their own teams. So Wales and the United States played yesterday. and Timothy Weah scored the lone goal for the United States. The game drew, yes, ultimately, but Timothy Weah scored the lone goal for the United States. Baka, did you watch the goal or did you watch the game?
Yeah, I saw the goal. I saw the goal.
What do you make of the goal? Give us your fair, and you're more a football person than I am. I don't really watch the game. I mean, this World Cup, I piqued my interest a little bit because it's a World Cup. But you watched the goal, the Timothy Weah goal. What did you make of it? What is your
Yeah, it was
unbiased, politically uninfluenced opinion of the goal?
yeah, it was a beautiful goal. It just like it was not a difficult goal. Wherein you will struggle to score.
Okay.
But it was, yeah, it was a
It was
very beautiful
soft.
goal. Yeah, yeah. Because he was already in a space, and then it was a one-on-one with the goalkeeper.
So it was
Absolutely. Then
more luck than skill and talent.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I didn't watch
So
the goal.
yeah, so he had like okay, I say 90% chance to score, because if you were just going to miss such a goal, it's going to be a very big blow to the United States of America. So he had like 90% chance to score because it was he and the goalkeeper alone.
So there was this was a high probability goal. So had he
Yeah.
missed the goal, then I mean it would have been a real flop
Sure,
because
sure.
he had a great chance of scoring a goal. Good, good. That's very good. But how be it, Boakai? He scored.
Mm-hmm.
That counts for something. And we're celebrating the goal. As I told you, I'm celebrating the U.S. Not so much, not because of Timothy Weah. My support for the United States for the U.S. men's national team has absolutely nothing to do with Timothy Weah. Period. My support for the U.S. is because I love this damn country. Period. I love this country so much. Okay. I love this country I love the vegetation. I love the mountains, the valleys, the trees, the beautiful weather. I mean, spring when it comes, fall, all these trees and they're turning, the leaves are falling down and they're becoming yellowish and orange and stuff like that. I just love this country. People. So it has nothing to do with Timothy Weah. That's why I support America, because I love this country. I fell in love with this country long before I came to this country. That's why I know American history more than I know Liberian history. And the reason for that is not just because I love America, or that I love America more than Liberia, because I don't. I love America and Liberia almost equally. I mean, I'm going to be very candid with you. But I'm not going to become an American citizen. I am a Liberian citizen and I will die one. But I love this country. I love this country because of what this country does to you. One of the reasons why I know more American history than I know Liberian history is because there were more American history books when I was growing up. And I read American history more voraciously than I read Liberian history. But anyway, let's forget that and go to the goal. So the goal Timothy Weah scored was not a difficult goal. I read an article in the Washington Post, and they were talking about Timothy Weah and his father, George Weah. And they were talking about what a legend Weah was. And that's true. He was a legend when it comes to football. Nobody can take that away from George Weah. Nobody's going to do that here. But they said Timothy Weah lacks the strength that his father had, the ferocity. George Weah has strength. He was a forceful player. When he played, he was strong. But Timothy Weah is not strong. You follow football more. You've probably seen him play more. What do you make of that? Is it true? Does Timothy Weah not have the strength that his father had when he played football?
And that analysis is 100% true. The strength is needed in a game, and then if you are a weak striker, no, you can have a lot of chances to score. And Josh Manuel, we are put politics and
we are talking George Weah, the footballer. So don't mind people say, "Oh, you supporting Weah." No,
George Weah was very physical. George Weah would take the ball from the middle and go directly and score goal. Nobody can stop him from scoring.
He was strong. He was a very strong player. Yeah,
he was good, and the strength was there. But team
doesn't have that.
No. And during that time, also they were playing physical football, but now everything is
Soft.
that they can say I know tao.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like they belong to different generations, but that doesn't mean they aren't strong players. Hey, Ronaldo is strong, very strong.
Yeah.
CR7. Then another thing again, they said Team Weah is not as skillful as his father. I haven't really seen Team Weah play. What do you make of that? George Weah was very skillful. Not only was he a strong striker, he was a powerful striker. He had power in his legs. I mean, he had velocity and speed. Team Weah does not have the kind of dribbling skills that his father has. That kind of talismanic, mesmerizing dribbling skills that left the opponent player looking like a zombie. I mean, what do you make of that? Does Team Weah have? Is he a skillful player? As skillful as was his father?
No, he's not skillful. Like they are analyzing it as it is. And Costa, this is another thing. We in Liberia here now really following Tumete Weah, because where he playing, we don't have much time to go and watch their league. We are focused on the Spanish Liga. We are focused on the English Premiership. The only time we'll get to watch Tumete playing when they are playing the Champions League.
Yeah, because Liberians don't follow the French League One a lot. We don't.
No.
We follow the La Liga, the Spanish league, and the English Premier League, which is the most famous league around the world. And we also follow Serie A. Is that the Italian league, right? That's how it's called, right?
Yeah, sometimes when bigger teams are playing in the Serie A, that's the only time. But the way we follow the Spanish and the English Premier League.
Yeah. No. Okay. That's very good. Well, folks, I'm not a football commentator. I tell you this all the time. I don't know football. I watch it sometimes, but we had to talk about it the Weah thing. Now, let's go back to the motherland. George Weah must be very excited, very proud. He is, the book says, vicariously living through his son. Now, that word vicariously, it means Waka Kamara could not do it himself, but his son is doing it today. And because his son is doing what he couldn't do, so he's basically living through his son. So what do you think? I hear that Seditians were celebrating like Timothy Weah scored a goal on behalf of CDC. I mean, is that impression? Is that the impression you're getting? That's what I'm seeing. They're making it look like it's about them. That Timothy Weah scored a goal for the United States of America. That is a CDC goal he scored. What do you make of that?
Yeah, since yesterday, even at the party, their party HQ, they had a big screen there celebrating the goal, like to say he scores for Liberia. And I'm telling you, I'm serious about it, Costa.
I heard that.
Yeah, it was live on screen there. They started, yelling at their party HQ that, oh, Timothy Weah have scored for America. I was like, yes, of course.
But hold up. They see America that is about to send more sanctions, though.
Yeah, probably because of that goal there, America will forget about the sanctions. So
let me just rope this in. So the U.S. national team, which is one team that we have plays on, right? They did this thing. I mean, this is savage. This is pretty savage. The U.S. national team put this thing out on their website, on their Facebook page. The U.S. national men's team. Though his father is one of the greatest soccer players in history, it was Team Weah's mother who introduced the U.S. men's national team forward to the game. Waka, this is on their official page after Timothy Weah scored that goal. So they're not giving any credit to George Weah. The American people are giving credit to the mother. They're basically saying the father was not around. The father was an absentee father. In fact, Timothy Weah, in a couple of his interviews, said his father, he didn't even realize how important his father was in the football world until one time he and his father went to the supermarket, to the mall, and somebody stopped Weah and tried to take a picture with him. So Weah was not even that much present in his father's life. Timothy Weah, when I watched the thing last night, this interview he did, to talk about how his mother used to drive him and take him across the country to California to play football games. His father was never really present. Does that surprise you, Waka, that Weah was not much of an influence in team's life?
Yes, of course, because he get a credit much to his mother than the father. Yeah, that's what Teams does because he wasn't there coming up
His father was
all
an
of this.
absentee father. Just say absentee.
Yeah. So all of the credits go to his mother. Now he's only doing that because his father is president and he need somebody that he can, tap on to get to where he want to be.
But the father's name helped him, especially to get to those things that he got to PSG and Lille and those things.
Yeah, and his father have to go and talk to people. Oh, this is my son. He's playing soccer, and I want him play for your team. So he's using that to get to where he want to be.
Yeah, but of course, the mother was the real inspiration. She really did support him, and he really thanks his mother for that. Anyway, thank you, folks. Now, and another thing, I hear they say Joe Weah is going to ask for another $1.5 million to be sent to him because Timothy Weah school. What do you make of that?
Yeah, because even though the civil servant not taking pay, George Weah is happily enjoying himself in Qatar.
Because his son's school gold, that's it for him.
And we every year we celebrating her. They keep celebrating. We will know now who's suffering. George Weah another 1.5 million.
What is it with us Liberian people? I mean, I'm happy because Timothy Weah School for America because I'm supporting America. I support the United States. But some people are making this thing look like they are godful now. Everything all right in the country. Everything fine now. 77 ATP, the government doing good, the economy all right. I mean, oh, Liberian people, it's a disgrace. It's a terrible shit. But anyway, let's move on to something else here. I want to say this. The census. I saw this thing, Boakai, where the census folks, the religious folks are saying they've only done 5% of households in the country, 5%. And the census is supposed to close on the 2nd of December. Today being the 22nd of November, which means in 12 days the census should end. 5% of the country has been counted, according to ListGIS. Do you think this is feasible, that they're going to be able to count 100% of the population of the country? They've only counted 35%. I mean, 35,000 people. But Bunga, how the hell did they come up with 35,000 people represents 35,000 households? They say, yeah, 35,000 households or 35,000 persons. But Bunga, 5% is what they've done. 5%. Tell me about it, please. I mean, this is ridiculous. Hello?
They themselves, I don't know, they have to be real. I listened to the vice president yesterday saying from now to December, the first week in December, they will conclude everything and they will be 100%. I was like, just within a time frame given to us, we have gone 5%. And then from now to the first of, let me say the first week in December, do you think we can reach that mark that you are talking about? I don't think so. So they should be telling us that, by the end of December or the middle of December, we can get there. Or early January, fine. But you just can come and tell us it, from now to December, the first week, we will conclude. When you have just done all it for, let's just say 9 days, you have just, yesterday had a press conference. They say they have done 5%. Can you imagine that? Where are we from now to the first week in December? How long from now to the first week in December? We need 95%. If you are just going 5%. You know how long it took you for almost days to just do 5%. So what's about from now till the first week in December, where we will be? So you have to be real. When it is at the end of December, you tell us, we'll end from now to the end of December or the early January. That's cool. Then we'll know where we stand on this particular issue. But you can't come today, you tell all this, tomorrow again, you can't say another thing. That's been conflict.
Well, originally they said they would have been done by when?
First
November, right?
No, they gave us 10 days. The 10 days should come as tomorrow. That was when they should have ended.
Oh, yeah.
But now they are saying we should give them more time which is from now to the first week in December. So I'm saying, so if you have just done the first 10 days, you have just done 5 to 6, 7% in 10 days. How long from now to December, the first week? You know the amount of days are there. you sure you conclude it
is
will?
not realistic. It is not realistic at all. I don't see how they're going to be able to do it. Folks, we have something very interesting to talk about this morning. Another Liberian diplomatic passport scandal. Another scandal, folks. We're going to talk to you about it this morning. We have the passport. I have what the passport looks like, the bio page of the passport belonging to this criminal who was arrested with a Liberian passport, a drug trafficker. He was moving drugs, and with a Liberian diplomatic passport. Yes.
Yeah, of course. Before you go there, let me just say this. Yesterday, Musa Belete had a press conference.
Yeah.
He had a press conference, and then he came down high on the National Elections Commission on how.
Oh, Belete coming high on that now. Wow.
Yeah, he said the commission is moving in a bad direction by overturning a decision that was previously ruled into.
And so, what decision is that?
Yeah, regarding the Labour Party saga,
No, hold on. What decision is that? What decision is the NAC overturning that it previously determined? What decision is that? I don't know. Remind me again.
Is it probably the decision that?
Okay, it doesn't make sense. Don't struggle to answer the question. Musa Belete is lying. There was no decision that was made by NEC that it is overturned. The NEC has never heard and dismissed or determined any matter regarding the holding of an illegal convention of the Liberty Party.
But what he's saying here, Costa, what he's saying here that the National Elections Commission lacks the jurisdiction to rule in the Liberty Party constitutional matter.
What?
According to him, it is the Supreme Court that have that authority.
They didn't go to the Supreme Court?
That's what he's saying.
So if something happened to Belete? The National Elections Commission operates as the regulator of political parties. It has a quasi-judicial forum, which is what it is doing right now, where it looks like a courthouse. That big phrase, quasi-judicial, don't let it confuse you. It means something similar to. Let me break it. Poakai, this commission has always been bending the law to favor Belete. But it now looks like there is nothing they can do to help Belete now. It looks that way. So Belete is not crying foul? That's a new one. That's a new one. Musa Belete crying foul? So what is he going to do? I didn't listen to his press conference, by the way.
Yeah.
So ultimately, what did he say? What is he going to do? What recourse, if any, is he going to take?
Yeah, the next thing is that he have to go to the Supreme Court, and the decision from the Supreme Court, I hope he will stand by it because he loves flip-flopping. So tomorrow, when Supreme Court come out with a decision again, they say, "Oh, Musa, you are wrong in X, Y, and Z." He will say, "Oh, probably he will say again."
But the NEC is hearing this matter today. Today, November 22nd, I have the assignment for hearing today at 11 a.m. today. The Liberty Party folks will gather at the Elections Commission today, literally today, this morning at 11 a.m. like Liberian time. So Musa Belete can say all he wants to say. The NEC is proceeding with looking into the hearing. What Belete does not want, Poakai, is for the NEC to look into the complaint. Because when they do, it will be established that he fraudulently, because look, the NEC had been playing games in the whole Liberty Party side. So Belete does not want it. He does not want the matter to be looked into. So he's talking about only the Supreme Court. Election matter, why do you think election disputes or political party disputes first go to the Elections Commission? That's why they have hearing officers. The hearing officers serve as the judges. You have your lawyer, both parties have their lawyers, and the lawyers make the arguments, the hearing officer presides, and the arguments are heard, And after that, consistent with law, the hearing officer then makes a decision, a ruling. So the whole place, it operates like a courthouse. So Billy doesn't like the fact that he's not getting his way. He wants the hearing squashed. He wants the complaint Yombly then filed against him dismissed. And the hearing officer is not doing that. And they can't do it. There are no grounds. Why would it dismiss the complaint? Every complaint it is their fiduciary responsibility, is their obligation to look into every complaint that's brought before them. So Billy is mad.
Costa, if you think that you are right in a case, there is need for you going to a hearing. If I know that I have a case and I know I'm 100% with innocent,
I would not be afraid.
I would not be afraid.
Exactly.
Like the one for to carry to Lofa for the judges, then
No
Lofa
problem.
to handle it. No problem. We won't go anywhere.
You and I, neither of us is Billy. Billy is afraid. Billy is scared because Billy knows that Billy has been proceeding wrongly. So Billy knows that if this hearing is looked into, if this complaint is looked into, chances are he might be nabbed. They might rule against him, and that's what Billy does not want. That is why Billy is doing everything he's doing, throwing tantrums, acting like a little spoiled brat, because Billy knows that it might now serve him well to have his hearings. And it will also be established that he fingered the Constitution, because Billy was not the one who should have submitted the Liberty Party's Constitution. It should have been Yombly. It is clear. Yombly should have been the one. She was the presiding officer at the convention that brought Billy to the chairmanship of the party. She, not Billy, should have been the one to submit the Liberty Party's Constitution, as was amended. But Billy didn't do that. He proceeded to nicodemously, surreptitiously, and clandestinely file the Constitution after having fingered it to give unto himself, to apportion and arrogate unto himself powers that were not originally given to him by the convention committee that amended the Constitution in Banga. So that is what Billy did. So Billy does not want to be exposed in that way. Billy does not want those powers to be removed. Then the Supreme Court that he's complaining about, the very Supreme Court mandated that the Constitution be corrected, rectified, consistent with the Farmington Agreement, which outlined all the things that should have been in the Constitution that Billy removed. They said, go back and fix the Constitution. The Justice in Chamber at the time, Jim Sadahawa Wolokoli, availed the Supreme Court's library to the Liberty Party folks. Use our library, come here, stay here until you have rectified the Constitution in conformity with the Farmington Agreement. After you've done that, go to the neck and refile it or resubmit it. Billy didn't also want to cooperate with that. So this is the problem.
So now we have gone right back to the same Supreme Court. If he said he will be running to the Supreme Court after the hearing at the NEC, so why didn't he work along with his colleagues when Gisara Hata Wolokoli told them to you settle this matter today? You shouldn't leave in this particular library.
When the Supreme Court Justice ordered that he and Yombly sit down with their both teams and fix the Constitution, remove the things that he put in illegally, what did Billy do? Billy did not cooperate. Billy did not cooperate.
That day he left. While leaving, he was interviewed by journalists. According to him, I'm not understanding anything inside there. We're just sitting down. We not agreeing on anything.
Nothing difficult to understand. They were not asking him to put anything new in the Constitution. All the Supreme Court Justice ordered was what they had already agreed to in the Farmington Agreement. The Farmington Agreement stated very clearly the things that Billy removed from the Constitution and the things that needed to be put back in the Constitution to replace the things that he had put there illegally. That's all the Farmington Agreement said. So Billy didn't want that. He didn't want to do that because to do that would mean Billy would be giving up some of the illegal, the illegitimate powers that he arrogated onto himself by and through the illegal fingering of the Constitution. So Billy didn't want to do that. So all Billy did, Billy went on Facebook and said, "I don't understand nothing there. I'm not going to be part of it." That's what he did. The Supreme Court mandated an exercise to rectify the Constitution, what the ability to, ability said to hell with it, I am not going there. You see that?
So yeah, we wait a year from them today again. What will be the outcome? For me, nothing can surprise me when it comes to cases there at the the National Elections Commission, because we know them. Some of them stand for the good cause, but some of them, most especially their head, Deviator, that one won't forget it. She must have been the pocket already. So we know her good. So anything that come up, that's it. But for me, I'm not 100%.
All right.
Yeah.
Somebody just sent me something. Wow. CDC folks, their list dated November 2022. Yesterday. This is their list of elected National Executive Committee members. No convention.
Yeah. They had a convention. They were having something last night, too.
It was not a convention.
Okay.
But they simply gathered and just did a coronation. They just installed these people. Yeah. So they got George Weah here, Standard Bearer, Mobake Malu, National Chairman, Gabla V. Williams, Vice Chair for Administration. Anyway, we're not even interested in that nonsense. But anyway, folks, let's move on to something much more important. No, but it was not a convention, but what they had.
Costa, they had it 2 a.m. this morning.
Are you kidding? So
2 a.m.
Why would CDC be hiding to have a convention? That's not a convention?
Yeah.
What? But we are not even in the country. How could he have gone? How could he have won his position as standard bearer? He did not participate.
But Costa, how will you have a convention 2 to 3 a.m.? Who's up to be watching? Who's there to be? I don't know.
The whole idea was to ensure that all the people that wanted to be put in those positions were put in those positions. That's it. I mean, this is ridiculous. They had a secret overnight convention at 1 a.m. in the morning, lasting up until 2, 3 a.m. CDC is a joke. They're a joke. And guess what? You would think they would bring some fresh blood, but it's all the same people. Right? The same people. The same people. That's what they brought. Anyway, let's go to this issue, this diplomatic passport scandal. By the way, credit to my friend Rodney C. He shared this with me. The Front Page Africa did a story on it. But this guy, this is the passport. Let me send it to you. The guy is not a Liberian citizen. They issued him this diplomatic passport. I just sent you the passport.
Yeah.
They issued him the passport on the 5th of October, 2021. Okay, that's last year. Listen, that is last year. October the 5th, 2021. It's a diplomatic passport. This guy, Samuel Kwame Aberka. He's not a Liberian.
No.
They issued him a diplomatic passport on the 5th of October, 2021. But this is when we were still talking about diplomatic passports, Liberian diplomatic passports, in the hands of shady individuals around the world. This is when we're talking about that Nigerian guy, Akin Ojo. This is when we're still talking about these criminals. The diplomatic passport number is DP, which stands for diplomatic passport, DP 0003054. Samuel Kwame Aberka, 5th October 2021 is when he was issued the passport. So whilst we were complaining, we were dealing with a scandal, of Liberian diplomatic passports being issued to criminals. They were still proceeding to issue diplomatic passports. Now, in the man's passport, as a profession, look in the upper left corner, you will see economist.
Yeah.
In his passport, He is an economist at the West African Monetary Agency, WAMA. WAMA is an organ of ECOWAS. WAMA. You will see that in the upper left corner.
I'm seeing it, Costa.
WAMA, thank you. Economist at WAMA, the West African Monetary. You could say it's almost like the ECOWAS's version of the IMF. I don't know whether they give out loans and stuff like what the IMF does, but you could say that. This is what WAMA does. WAMA, the West African Monetary Agency, is an autonomous and specialized agency of the Economic Community of West African States. It was established in 1996 as the result of the transformation of the West African Clearinghouse. In retrospect, WACH was established in 1975 to serve as a multilateral payment facility to promote trade within the West African sub-region. WAMA. So this guy says he is an economist at WAMA. But guess what, folks? Guess what? This guy was arrested at Istanbul Airport in Turkey. He was arrested at Istanbul Airport in Turkey, trafficking drugs with a substantial quantity of narcotic drugs, narcotic substances on his person. They arrested him at the airport. When they arrested him, this foreigner with our passport, diplomatic passport at that, he committed suicide. Fellow Liberians, are you listening? This criminal with our passport was arrested and he committed suicide at the airport. Yeah. Drug trafficking. He committed suicide at the airport when they arrested him for drug trafficking. He was 50 years old. He said he was an economist at WAMA. That's what I put in his passport. But he was really a criminal, a drug dealer.
Wow.
They took him to the state hospital in critical condition, where, of course, he died. After the phone, he was trying to kill himself. Folks, these CDC people are dangerous. You mean even though there were multiple scandals regarding the sale of Liberian diplomatic passports to criminals all over the world, even as late as October 2021, in the heat of these scandals that were coming left and right, these people in government were still selling our passports to criminals? Imagine that, folks. If someone possessing a Liberian diplomatic passport gets arrested at an international airport with drugs on him, and he decides to kill himself out of shame, out of fear that he might be go to jail forever, he kills himself. And some people can handle these things. But boy, guy, look at the embarrassment. Now, when a real diplomat shows up with a Liberian passport in Istanbul, imagine how you are going to be treated.
I'm telling you.
Imagine how you're going to be treated when a real Liberian diplomat shows up with a Liberian diplomatic passport. So we are issuing diplomatic passports to drug dealers. Then you want to convince us that there are $100 million worth of drugs that was confiscated in Liberia. Those drugs, our folks in government did not know anything about them. It is not true. It is not possible that we issue diplomatic passports to drug dealers that are arrested at international airports around the world, and that $100 million worth of drug comes into our country. And you think that we don't know about it? Our people know about the drugs. George Weah and his folks, they run a narco state. You know what a narco state is? They're doing drug, they're turning Liberia into a narco state, a drug state, narcotic drug state. They're doing money laundering. Have we not seen money launderers all over the country too, Baga? We have.
Yeah, we have. All over. Glaring.
Serena was protecting money launderers. I remember I advised him on January 5th, 2022. I said, Cephas, be careful. The Americans are watching you. You're protecting these money launderers. So we got money launderers in our country. We got drug traffickers. We're giving them diplomatic passports. We're letting them bring their drugs in. They're paying our people in government. We're also doing terror financing. We probably got terrorists in our country. Because you see, money laundering and terror financing go hand in hand. Perhaps we got terrorists in our country. Who knows? They're using our banking system to move their illicit financing or their illicit finances. So these guys have turned our country into a complete criminal state, criminal empire. Not only are they corrupt, stealing our money, but they are supporting and facilitating international crime. I mean, serious international crime, Wakai. Money laundering, drug trafficking, possibly terror financing, all kinds of murder. Oh, I mean, forget murder, but I sympathy for another cup of tea. When they bail you, they murder you. Jesus, this is what we are living in with these guys. That's why some of us can't wait for 2023 so we can bid them farewell. But it's a serious thing. A drug trafficker who's impersonating an economist at Weah. And nobody will get punished for this, man. This level of disgrace. You know, I often say this about us Liberians. Nothing bothers us. Nothing. A drug trafficker was arrested at Istanbul airport in Turkey, carrying a Liberian diplomatic passport, impersonating an economist, an ECOWAS economist, and he commits suicide. Nobody will get punished. Who issued him that passport? Yep. How did a drug trafficker come to be in possession of a Liberian diplomatic passport? Tell me about that. Up to now, they are yet to tell us, I'm coming. They are yet to tell us how Basiru Kante, that's my point, came to be in possession of a Liberian passport. Yeah. Maxwell Kimaya was supposed to investigate how Basiru Kante came. Maxwell Kimaya, after many months, told us that he had not completed the investigation. He needed more time. How much more time does he need? He's at a walk-up now with Weah. He's at a workup? Yeah, he's there. He's there. You know, let me say this to my CDC brothers and sisters. I know sometimes I mock you, I bully you, and you deserve it. But I want to say something to you. I want to say something to you. Are you not bothered? Are you not embarrassed? Do you not feel ashamed that your people that you voted for have turned our country into this disgrace, this laughing stock? Look at a drug dealer, Samuel Kwame Aberka. This man is not a Liberian. He's carrying a Liberian diplomatic passport. Whilst he's trafficking drugs, he gets arrested at Istanbul airport. He commits suicide. Does that not bother you? Can you defend that? This is indefensible. This is indefensible. This is untenable. How is it that it does not bother you? Except you do not love Liberia. Let my CDC brothers and sisters answer this question. This is not a rhetorical question. I demand an answer. Are you not bothered that drug traffickers, 419ers, money swindlers are carrying our diplomatic passports? And they are committing crime in our country's name, carrying our most significant passport issued by our country. Are you not bothered by that as a Liberian citizen? Where are the seditions? They are often on this live feed, cussing us. But I need them to answer this question. Let's put politics aside. Where is your sense of patriotism? Your love of country. Where is it? Or do you have none? Is the only love you've got, is it only the love for George Weah? Is the love for Weah greater than the love of country? Are you not bothered? If this was in some other country, Parker, if this was in some other country where a drug dealer is arrested in a foreign country with a Liberian passport, he commits suicide with our passport in his possession. The passport was issued October the 5th, 2021, only 1 year ago. The passport was issued only 1 year ago. When we were still talking about other criminals having Liberian passport, that's when the passport was issued. Where are my CDC brothers and sisters? Seria White, you always here talking rubbish. Come defend this nonsense. Do you not love your country? Are you not embarrassed as a Liberian that a drug trafficker, a foreign drug trafficker possesses your passport and commits a crime abroad in the name of your country with a Liberian passport? Does that not bother you? Does that not shame you? I need them to answer to me. Let the citizens talk. But where are they? Have they disappeared? Forget politics. This is not whether somebody likes George Weah or not. But can you defend this indefensible act? This terribly humiliating, terribly humiliating act. Foreigners who are criminals in possession of our passport committing crimes abroad. Committing crimes abroad. Where are the citizens? Where are you? Come ye forth and answer this question. Does it not bother you? Oh, there are no more citizens here? Have they all taken their exit? Do you not love your country? Seria, where are you? I mean, what kind of people are you? It does not bother you. Every day you wake up, some criminal has your passport somewhere. He's committing a crime and nobody gets punished. George Weah is such a mindless, clueless idiot that he does not even take action. Our passports are in the hands of criminals around the world. Today, when you show up with a Liberian diplomatic passport, or perhaps even with a Liberian ordinary passport, the kind of scrutiny you will be subjected to would be extra level scrutiny, because there is a history, a well-documented history of criminals popping up with Liberian passports and committing and being nabbed for something shady, something as shady and as serious as drug trafficking. Where are the citizens? Where are they? Not even one of you will come defend this nonsense. Where are you? Seria White, you, especially you. Every morning you're on the live feed, laughing, responding to me and Wakai. Just now, I saw you defending something. When we're talking about your party having a 2 a.m. Convention like a court, you were defending that your party is not a court. That is exactly what you are. George Weah is the leader of the court. You are a courtist. And you know, the thing about court members, they don't realize that they are members of a court until they become deprogrammed. The day Saria will see the light. Hallelujah. I pray for that day. The day she will cease being a stupidician and see the light and be emancipated from mental slavery. Saria, you saw about George Weah for long. He gave you that, you said now in Ghana, you got no job. Yeah? They ain't get you no job in the government. Where is she? I want to bring her out. You know, when you cast the line in the water, the bait, and you try to bring out the fish, the other fish here that buga is going in the mud. Where is the buga? Come outside. Seria White. Where are you? You were just saying that your party is not a court. What sort of political party in Liberia will have a convention at 2 a.m.? Buga, have you ever heard that before? No. A political party having a convention at 2 a.m. Yeah. She said, "Henry Costa, leave me alone." So you were there hearing me, Seria White? Seria White, I'm going to ask you this question. Are you not ashamed that your country's passport, particularly its most important passport, the diplomatic passport, is being given to criminals, drug dealers, money launderers, Brother, it's possible even terrorists have our passports.
Yeah.
It is possible that Al-Qaeda members have our passports. Syria White, what do you say about that? What do you say about that? They are arresting drug traffickers, money launderers, foreigners and Liberian alike with our passport. Look at Akin Ojo. You take a drug dealer, and you give him a Liberian honorary consul general position, and you send him where? To Mexico, of all places. Mexico is the second capital of drug trafficking in the world. Mexico. Syria White. And you support that sort of nonsense? I am ashamed for you. I am ashamed that you are not ashamed and you're not embarrassed and you're not bothered by what your government is doing to our country. This is not a party. Put the partisan nonsense aside. But how could you sit there, all of you seditionists, and you're not bothered by this nonsense? A drug dealer is arrested with a Liberian passport at Istanbul airport. Then he commits suicide. Jesus Christ. A drug dealer with a Liberian passport. Waka, let's go to the phone lines and take some calls. These people have hurt our country so badly what they've done to us. Catastrophic damage these people have caused to us. Drug dealers carrying our passport. Sharia Roy said now they're in Ghana, and you are not bothered. And if you are privately bothered, Sharia White, let me say this to you. If you're sitting there and in the privacy of your home, and you're sitting down there, you're talking about this thing, when you're drinking water, that water might choke you. If you are privately bothered, but publicly pretend not to be bothered, may that water you drink or that beer you drink, do you let the blaster, what the beer in Ghana, they call blaster, because Syria let beer in it. You let the blaster, what they call it, blaster or gold star beer. That gold star beer, when you drink it might choke you. If you're sitting there and privately you are bothered, but because you are a stupidician, so you pretend in public not to be bothered, may that beer you drink often, that Ghana beer that I like too, may it choke you. May it choke you, Syria White. May it choke you. Because you're sitting there, you're acting like you're not bothered by this thing, but you know you are privately, you are bothered. You know, a shameful. You see, Holy Ghost saying about to me that you, the pretender, it will stay right there with you because you are not a patriot. You don't love your country. You're passing around with a Jowiya, with Tele Sanama Swan, he president now. A useless man, passing around the world, spending all our money on nonsense. Even the boy, he say he go see play. The boy say he partner do nothing for him. The man, what he take, how come the money he go see him play football? The boy say he partner do nothing. Now he managed to carry him to California to play football. He managed to carry him for a football practice. The power not there. Absentee father. He was nowhere around. So then now he proud. He proud that his son playing for America. His son playing World Cup. But the boss say his power not there. I mean, then the American too bad, man. The American go put a thing on their official Facebook page that the ball power not there. Why do the American people do that one again?
But Costa, the man said it, the son said it, so you want what you want the people to do?
Remember, of all the things, of all the things that time we are said, man, why they couldn't talk something good about Joe? We are small. Why the American people hate dog? Why they hate the ball? It is so, man. The point they hate the ball, The point they hate the ball. The ball, even the football opinion, all they hate the ball. The only ball this side they hate the ball.
Even the boys in Saudi Arabia, that let me say, people in Qatar that are behind the camera, they hate the ball because yesterday you said show the man. So I know. I hope they may not do something to them.
They say the Americans say that they bought our deadbeat dad. The deadbeat, you know, when American people say you're deadbeat father, deadbeat, absentee father. They hate the ball. I mean, we know you hate the ball government, right? But why I gotta go to football playing came back? Yeah, but the man has sperm donor. Hey, but listen, look, go read the thing. The American people say, and why his father was a very great football player, but his father was never there. Oh, Enough, man. Enough. Y'all lead the ball. Boga, enough fair. It is not fair. They should not be talking about Joe Weah out way. The man our president. They can't hit the ball at that man. They say why he was a great football player, but he was never there for the son. That the man was there. Of all the things that Joe Weah has done for the boy here, that the only thing you can go say that the man was never there for his son. It was not his son that inspired him. Yet the thing about it, let me say it to you, if it is a lying. The U.S. on their official Facebook page, they said though his father is one of the greatest soccer players in history, it was Tim Weah's mother who introduced the U.S. men's national team forward to the game. That means though his father born him, though his father donated the sperm, but his man was the one that did. But and I'm going to be absentee father.
Now you want to claim the glory. The man want to claim the glory now.
The man want to claim the glory. The man Agatha Moses. Oh, Agatha Moses can say our glory or she can say our glory. Which one?
She can say glory.
They say you are Agatha Moses. You can say our glory. You saw that video? I came to see my son, Tim Weah. Go, Tim. Go, Tim. I said, look at the guy. Look at the guy. Well, let's go take some calls there, man. Let's go.
Joe Weah is so fishy that he will tell Mazua Kemeya to carry on an investigation. Mazua Kemeya refused to come up with the report from that investigation, and Mazua Kemeya is happily following him everywhere that he goes.
But Boga,
they think I'm
serious. Knew about the passports they were selling. He was a part of it. Boga, trust me. When you eat money, we are not part of that eating money. You will lose your job. But as long as Joe Weah is part of the chopping, everybody will go free. So who told you Joe Weah does not know how the passports land in those people's hands? He knows. He knows. So that's why he's not going to bother Maxwell Kimaya. That whole investigation is a scam. That investigation is a complete scam. There's something here we need to talk about, folks. This is regarding Grand Jetta County. Citizens of Grand Jetta County have been complaining for a while now that their virgin forest is being abused by Burkinabes. I'm told that lots and lots of Burkinabes have moved into Grand Jetta County. They are doing mining. They are doing all kinds of things. They wrote this letter. They concern citizens for the protection of Jetta Forest. They wrote a letter to George Weah dated September 28, 2021. Since last year, they wrote George Weah this letter. Dear Mr. President, greetings from the concerned citizens of Grand Jetta County residing in Liberia and abroad. We present compliments to you and the entire Liberian government. The occasion of this letter is to acquaint you with a burning issue that is on the verge of destroying our beloved county that our forefathers fought for so desperately to preserve for us. Our land and people are in trouble. Pursuant to Article 22, Part A of Liberia's 1986 Constitution, quote, every person shall have the right to own property as well as in association with others, alone as well as in association with others, provided that only Liberian citizens shall have the right to own real property within the Republic, unquote. Considering the property law provided by the Liberian Constitution, we, the concerned citizens of Grand Jetta County, Republic of Liberia, currently residing in Liberia and abroad, write to appeal to you for your intervention on two fronts. A, to put an immediate end to the illegal sales of our farmlands to Burkinabes and other citizens from neighboring West African states. B, to exert the authority vested in you as president by the Constitution and laws of the Republic, particularly Chapter 5 through 7 of the New Aliens and Nationality Law of the Republic of Liberia, to ensure that the nation's immigration laws are faithfully and forcefully executed. At present, Mr. President, we are in possession of irrefutable evidence and facts that in most villages bordering our eastern neighboring country of Ivory Coast, illegal West African migrants and other non-Liberians are crossing the Kabbalah River to Grangeda County in record numbers. There is evidence that these migrants have been fully vaccinated with COVID-19. What's the mention of this? With COVID-19 preventative vaccines. Furthermore, there are no healthcare workers or immigration officers present when the illicit land businesses are conducted. This potentially poses a very serious future health crisis to Grangeda and ultimately to Liberia in general. These illegal migrants, who are predominantly believed to be citizens of Burkina Faso, are illegally procuring lands from a handful of Grangedians based on false documents. Only a cursory review of some of the land transactions is enough to safely conclude that those conducting the sales of lands to these foreigners have no deeds and any legal rights to discuss or sell lands reserved to Grangedians or for Grangedians by their forefathers. Another issue that raises alarm is the fact that there is zero evidence to validate the veracity or truthfulness to the reasons these illegal migrants give to cross into Liberia's territory via Grangeda County, as they do without any legal documents, passport, laissez-passer, identification cards, etc. Mr. President, we are cognizant that it is only the government of Liberia that has the right to use the power of eminent domain with just compensation for the good of our citizens. So it's a long letter. We're not going to finish reading this whole letter. But folks, sons and daughters of Grangeda County, they have been complaining about this matter. There are lots and lots of Burkinabés who have crossed over into Grangeda, illegally crossed over. And some Grangedians, it's always the case, brother, they say if the house didn't sell you, the street won't buy you.
No.
Some Grangedians are selling land to these people illegally. They are selling land to them that does not belong to them. These lands are public lands. They're in the forest. They're selling the forest. They're selling public lands, lands that belong to the state, to these Burkinabés. And these Burkinabés are making farm. They are doing logging. They are mining for gold. They're doing all kinds of illicit activities. And they say their numbers are growing, Boakai. They're coming in by the droves. You see, this is the case with Liberia, right? We sit there. A problem begins to rear its ugly head. We do absolutely nothing about it until it becomes a major problem. You're allowing Burkinabés and other African migrants to move into Liberia, something which they will not let us do. Ivorians will not let us move into the country illegally, and then other Ivorians illegally sell land to us, and we begin to farm, we begin to grow. They say they are growing cocoa, they are growing rubber, they are farming the land, they're doing all kinds of things. And this land does not belong to the people who are selling the land. So the Grangedians have written George Weah. And to the Grangedian people, let me say this to you. I'm concerned about this because Grangeda is part of Liberia, yes. But ain't y'all say George Weah that your son? So why your son can't listen to y'all? Y'all wrote him the letter since last year. Do you think George Weah is not aware that your people selling land illegally to foreigners? And your son? Grangeda voted for George Weah over 90% of the votes. Anything I said to him, he should listen to y'all. I hope y'all come to your senses. Weah does not care about Grangedians the same way he does not care about the rest of Liberia. He does not love you any more than he loves us. No, he does not love us at all. No. He does not love us. He does not care about us. So you Grangedians, you say this is the man you believe in, you support. Yeah, you have a situation where you are crying. You're crying about illegal migrants, and you should be crying because it is wrong. I am in solidarity with you. But also, I have to remind you that the man you say is your son, that you've gone to crying to intervene as he should as president of the republic. He saw a solemn oath to defend and uphold the Constitution, to defend the territorial integrity of the republic. You have illegal migrants coming into our country in their droves, and Granadians are selling land to them, land that they do not own. You should be concerned about it, as am I. But then again, I must remind you, this same George Weah is the man you voted for well over 90%. You gave him over 90% of your votes. Some of you will sit there and you will still think that Weah loves you. You will still think that. That is your business. I will talk about it because Granadier is a part of Liberia. But I will also remind you that the man you overwhelmingly support, George Weah, received more votes in Granadier than he did in his own home Grand Coup. Granadians believe George Weah is their son. He is their president. What has he done for them? Absolutely nothing. What has he done for the rest of the country? Nothing. Well, okay, let's go to the lines and take some calls then. So, I am in solidarity with you. There you go. You play with the Burkina Bees. They say Burkina Bees not easy people. Ha. Hey. They say when Burkina Bees enter your terrain. I want to do that as a birthday greeting to Mrs. Emma Watson Yankwe, the wife of my dear brother, McDonald Yankwe from Minnesota. Mrs. Emma Watson Yankwe from your darling husband, McDonald Yankwe. Happy birthday to you. We're going to go back to the phone lines and take some more calls there. Granadians are concerned, as they should be, as we all should be, that illegal migrants are moving into their county and their brothers and sisters are selling the land. They say the superintendent, Kai Fale, ain't doing nothing. Kai Fale is a superintendent. It's possible he could even be a part of this. You know what I'm told? They are using the Burkina Bees too. They say Kai Fale got big farm. And so Burkina Bees are making his farm for him. So what they're doing is that they're working, because the Burkina Bees can work hard. They're very good laborers. They are using the Burkina Bees. So because they're using the Burkina Bees, so they're allowing the Burkina Bees to buy land cheap. They're giving them land. And time will come to get those Burkina Bees out of that place. It will be trouble. But why I put my boys out for said a family business, boy? And I agree. Did I post on with Joya?
Yeah.
Let's go talk different things. You resolve it. I also Joya. I also. Let's go talk money. Let's go talk different things. Let the Burkina Bees take the whole grand there. I also. You think it's hard to stop them? It is not hard to stop them. People who are selling the land to them illegally, you think they can be arrested and prosecuted? Of course they can be. They can be. But Granadians, but don't we have our son? Let's take some calls there. Yeah.
0770-102-102-86-010383 555-102-102. The WhatsApp number is +231-888-624171. Call us and you'll be live on the Costa Show the morning with
the same thing in the Ivory Coast.
And
Burkina Bees. You have about 3 million Ivorians today are direct. They directly trace their ancestry, not even ancestry. Some of them only recently, in the last 2-3 decades. Millions of Ivorians are in Burkina Bees from Burkina Faso. It's a big problem in Ivory Coast. The Burkina Bees are invaders. They will come small. After a while, they will invade your whole terrain. Let's go take calls. So then the government said on there, they're not doing nothing. They don't care. Let's take some calls, there, Bagai. We'll take a guest later on in the program. It's a serious matter. Serious matter. Man, I'm telling
All
you.
right, so the phone lines are open now. Keep your calls coming in as we take them. 0770-102-102-886-01038-355-102-102. Now take Martina Konate on this line. Costa Princess. Martina,
All right.
good morning. Welcome.
Now, keep your calls coming in.
Good morning, Martina.
Good morning, Boyka. Good morning, the leader. Good morning to our many listeners. Martina Konate, Costa Princess, soon to be Senator Dr. on the land this morning. Leader, we are saying all about the Burkina Faso, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say that the Burkina Faso coming into this country is not no strange to the government. They are aware of it, and they want even giving the people ground over there because they want the people to carry on their clandestine deeds. So they will give them space in the forest for them to be based in there. But the main intent they are here for, we will get to know 2023 by the grace of God Almighty. But their plan already sealed because we are exposed them. And quickly to the passport saga. These are the people not willing to investigate anything because for one fact that Martina can remember, the 1 million drugs that enter in this country, the people did not investigate, and that people will not bring that quantity of drugs without them linking to top officials within government that will protect them. It was because of the American, they were even able to bring that drugs because the American intervened. So giving all our diplomatic passport, that bro have become bad. Even when you travel all of the country, you are not safe when you're using like your passport because any criminal can get our diplomatic passport and they will not investigate. That D-Max working me over there celebrating. So we are sending for another $1 million. Our sister in Oman, they are dying. Every day the children cry. The Omani government has sent letter of authorization since 5 months for our government to go and go see our best. They will bring their girls then back from Oman. Up to now, the government never make any move. That whole case died down. Our sister in Oman, they are dying. The government not even care. But this time around, I watch it to see Liberia vote right or wrong. Thanks for having me on the line.
Thank you so much.
Let's take some more calls. Then we take another call. Sister Fatu Ali Sharif of the USA. Happy birthday to you. Today is your birthday. I wish you all the best. Somebody just struck a very important point to me, Bogai. You remember when the passport scandal broke initially, they issued the president said that he was going to be the one personally authorizing the issuance of diplomatic passports. You remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to trace it. Let's do the research. So the timeline, this passport was issued on the 5th of October. My research is to find out when they issued that statement that only the office of the president would authorize the issuance of diplomatic passports. I'm about to do that research. Go take another caller.
All right. Now take somebody on the WhatsApp number. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, let me just remind you guys, the Liberian people. You can remember when we said Joe, we are so loan sagging. He said the Liberian people caused a man. Joe, we say you will never forget Liberian people. So he paying his debt. That's not he pay. He paying back to the Liberian people, but let them be president voting 2023. They want to know more about Joe. They're saying here, you will see a more color in 2023 when they vote him to power. Because he came on air, he said Liberian people caused a man, he's going to retaliate. This is the time he's retaliating. So you're putting in the back of your mind that he can't forgive people.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now take another person. Good morning. Good morning. On the WhatsApp number. Okay, sorry, we're taking somebody from this end here. 0770-102-102-86 01038-355-102-102. And keep your calls coming in. You will be live with us here this morning on the Costa Show. We're talking about a lot of issues here, and you have been monitoring. It's time for you to participate on the show. I'll take this person. Good morning.
Good morning, Buckeye. Good morning, Heron. This is Evangeline Carr. Speaking of the Burkinabes in Ivory Coast, in Grand Gide, we'll just keep talking. Now all of us said Weah is those son, or anyone said those son. But of course, that the same reason you didn't vote, you were against Ellen. We too, because Ellen said she doesn't like us. So how were you people expecting for us to vote for
No,
a
nobody's
woman?
saying gonna vote for Ellen. There were other people in the race.
We saw at that time during 2017 election, all we saw was Ellen. We didn't see Obe Boakai. We were angry too because at that time too, Ellen had 18 of our Grenadian men in jail that wasn't charged, but she just kept them in jail. So a lot of things was going on. And the Burkinabe being in Grand Gide, it will not only be sweet for Grand Gide, it will be sweet, it will come, it will spill over to the whole Liberia one day. And that's what happened when the war was coming.
Okay, but why your brother Kai Fale?
Affecting
Hello?
all Liberians.
Yeah, Costa.
Says
Yeah, brother.
Kai Fale, that your own son, that your own brother, he's the superintendent of Grand Gide. Why Kai Fale can do something about it? Why your lawmakers can't do something about it?
Because Kai Fale then, they are the one that benefited from the Burkinabes. It's the same way we're talking about the passport business. All these people that are selling, they're the same corruption that spilling to Grand Gide. Kai Fale, Zoe Penon, then they're all sitting there. They know what's going on, but they have the Burkinabe boys. The other time, Alfred Donald, up to this time, when Alfred Donald was killed, the young men that work for the election committee, the same way they're doing Ellis down, but luckily he's still alive. They killed Alfred Donald, and up to this time, he's swept underneath the raw. So by election time, we will come and start rubbing oil around their mouth. But we decent Grenadier, then we not we're not supporting Weah.
All right.
A lot of decent Liberians left the country during the war. But most of the young boys that there, they are fanatic about football. And
I heard. Okay. Oh, sorry, we missed upon you. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Good morning, brother. Good morning, Costa. This Elijah Cody from Minnesota. Yeah, about the Burkinabe. I just want to refresh Costa memory. Those Burkinabes were brought in by the government for June 7 protest. If you can remember, those strange guys you saw with armed march in the street to put fear in the citizen to that protest at the time, those were Burkinabes. Just to refresh your memory, after the government brought those guys, they had nothing else to do for them, so they just sent them to Grand Gide Forest and tell them to just do things for themselves. But the government brought those guys for June 7. Since then, they just been over there. They got no other plan for them for now.
All right. Thank you so much. We take some more calls. 0770-102-102. 555-102-102. The WhatsApp number is +231 888 624171. Just keep your calls coming in this morning. You will be live with us. We have 9 more minutes to go here on the show.
Hold on, Vaga. We have a guest. They were supposed to join us much earlier, but they're just joining us now. Archie Klawa and his mother. You gotta adjust the light. If you can hear me, the light in the background. All right. Okay. All right. Much better. Okay, Baka. So we will take no more calls. We will speak with our guest here, and then we will close up. Okay. We have young Archie and his mom here. Good morning. Kindly unmute yourself. Good. You're very good. Archie, morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning to you, my sister.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
You're most welcome. You're most welcome. Actually, so you are the guest. Interesting. Yeah. Good. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm 12 years old and I go to Ridley Middle School in Pennsylvania.
Fantastic, fantastic. What a good intro. So we have the pleasure to have you this morning as our guest. I'm told you're engaged in something great, and would like you to talk to us about that.
Well, yeah. A few months ago in March, I started writing this book with my publisher called Justin Jaguar Goes to School.
Okay, Justin Jaguar Goes to School. So, is it finished yet?
Yes,
it's already published.
That is sure. It's finished and published.
That's great. That is great. Actually, so what is the book about? And it's illustrated, right? I mean, I see it's got lots of drawings in it.
Yeah, it's illustrated by my illustrator, Wano Jimenez.
Fantastic. Archie, what is the book about and what inspired you to write this book?
It's about a 7-year-old Jaguar who's first starting school. He doesn't know what to expect, so we follow him as he goes along his normal day. And what inspired me was when I started writing this book, I placed inside my young authors writing competition. Ever since then, I've been inspired to entertain others by writing stories.
Actually, this is great. So a boy your age doesn't write books. He only reads them. That is, those who like to read books. First thing, in order to write, you must read. I take it you have quite an interest in reading yourself, do you?
Yes.
That's what gives you the inspiration too, of course. Now, you've written this book. This is great. This is your first book, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is fantastic. Archie, do you see yourself as a writer? How is the book doing? First of all, sales-wise. We're gonna help to blow it up to get folks to buy it for their kids. But how is it doing? Are people buying it? Is it flying off the shelf?
So far, it's doing good. I think so far it's been about 30 sales in the first week into.
That's good. Now we're gonna get a lot of people to buy it. That's fantastic. How much is it selling for, Archie?
Well, there's different options you can sell from, whether it's from Amazon, Google Books Play, or Rakuten Kobo. But the most bought price is $14.
That's a reasonable price. Amazon is what's popular with a lot of people. So we're gonna, and it is the hardcover. Yeah, so we will definitely promote that. We certainly will. I'm gonna order some myself for my son Henry. I have a 6-year-old boy. He's reading now. And what ages? What age groups are reading this book?
Well, mostly I specifically made it from the age 4 to about 9 or 8.
That's good. So it falls right within my son's age group. Good. I'm going to order one for my son. Now, do you have the link? Can you guys send me the link? Let me pin it at the bottom of the page because I want people to be able to order. I'm going to order one right now for my son. So hold up. Let me find it. So actually, why I'm trying to find the link so I can order one and then encourage people to order it for their kids. $14 is actually. Do you see yourself growing up to become a writer? What do you want to be when you grow up?
When I grow up, I want to be an inventor and an entrepreneur.
That is fantastic. An inventor and an entrepreneur. You want to make a difference in the world.
Yes.
I mean, once you invent something, that's exactly what it is you do. You make a difference in the world. And that is fantastic. What are your favorite subjects in school now?
Well, I really like science and social studies.
Science and social studies. I have the book. Yep. Justin Jaguar Goes to School. It was published October 14th, 2022. I have the book right here, Archie. And I am buying myself a copy right now for Henry. And I'm going to put the link right here. Folks, let's go and buy Archie's book. I'm buying a copy for Henry. It's gonna be delivered on the 27th, Sunday. I just placed my order, and the book is bought.
Thank you.
Good. You are most welcome. And I will tell you if Henry likes it, which I'm sure he will. Yeah. I like the fact that it's all illustrated and all. Actually, the whole concept of the book wasn't, of course, the inspiration, the idea was yours, but throughout the book, writing the entire book, how much help did you get in terms of the idea? I mean, I know you had editors and stuff, but the whole concept, the whole writing of the book, how much help did you get in doing that?
Well, it was all my idea, except for I had my illustrator what I was thinking of to put it on paper.
That is fantastic. That is amazing, Archie. That is just amazing. Folks, this is a brilliant young man who has written a book, and he happens to be of Liberian parentage. We should support him. This is the link to the book. I just put here at the bottom of the page. Justin Jaguar goes to school. Archie, let's talk to your mama. Let's talk to your mama a little bit. So clearly, you have on your hands here a very precocious, brilliant young man. Tell us a little bit about him from the standpoint of the mother.
Okay, thanks once more for having us here and making us to share your platform with you. Archie was born on February 24th, 2010. And since then, he had been a smart boy. He come out and bring out ideas. And I just watching his dad too. We have been so supportive for him. He always bring out ideas, different ideas. If you check on the background of the wall back here, these are all awards he bring home from school. Wow. So he have been like A+ student. He always think about stuff. Even when I told him he was gonna be on the Costa Show, I didn't say anything other, but he was like, "Who is this guy? I don't know him." Right away, he Googled you. He wanted to find out who you were. Like he was not impressed first when I told him he was gonna be on the show to promote his book. But later, after he Googled you, he found out who you were. Like he was like, "Okay, I'm excited to see him." And he saw, I know, some call from the president of Liberia. He saw that. He said, "Oh, I see on his page some call from the president of Liberia or something." I say, "Yeah." I say he's a great guy, so he's gonna make you to be popular in our Liberian community.
Well, he's great. I mean,
he's smart.
At 12 years old, I wasn't doing anything like what you're doing. Just so you know. Just so you know how great a guy you are.
Thank you. Yes,
and how much greater you're going to be. Folks, let's buy Archie's book. There is a link right there. His name is Archie Klawa. You can find him on Amazon. Just Google the book. It's gonna show up. I just bought one for my son Henry. I know he's gonna love it, and I'm gonna tell him it was written by a young man, only 6 years older than he is. And Archie, we wish you all the best. We're gonna promote this book for you. I'm gonna post the link on Facebook as well. We have over 100,000. I have 150 something thousand people following me on one of my pages. We're gonna post the link there and encourage people to buy your book. So don't be surprised when they're flying off the shelf.
Thank you.
Folks, let me say this to you. It's not every day you get to see a 12-year-old writer who's written a book. And I've heard so much good things, so many good things about Archie. And, I looked forward to interviewing him, and I am even more impressed having him on and interacting with him as we are now than when I heard about him. So what we can do to encourage him is to buy his book, to motivate him to buy his book so that he knows that the work he put into it means something. You have kids or you have friends who have kids, or you have grandkids, to buy the book. It's just $14. I just bought one. I'm gonna try to find some folks, and I'm gonna buy a few more copies for them. You know me, that's what I do. I'm all about supporting and encouraging people to do good. Aji, you are a very bright young man. Clearly, I can tell just by speaking with you and the fact that you've written a book.
Thank you.
A lot of young people your age, at this age, they're not thinking in the direction you're thinking, writing a book, wanting to become an entrepreneur, an inventor, making a difference in the future. What do you think sets you apart from your peers, in terms of the kind of focused mindset and approach you have toward life? What do you think makes a difference for you?
Well, there's not a lot. I would start off to say the people around me that able to support me and the type of environment I had interacted with.
That's wonderful. Your support system, fantastic. And so, do we expect? Should we look forward to another book in the future?
Yes.
Great. Actually, we're very proud of you. We're going to help to support your efforts, so that you can do more. And we need to help to promote this book. We do have the platform. We're going to do that for you. And I'm going to post the link later on, as I said. Whenever you feel, now you're talking to thousands of people, actually. You may be sitting here and it's just on Facebook, but you're on YouTube, you're on Facebook, you're on radio in Liberia, you're on 7 platforms at the same time. Thousands, tens of thousands of people are listening to you and watching you. Just so you know that. And I'm reading the comments, and people are impressed. They're just impressed that a 12-year-old boy has written a book and is this precocious. So actually, we wish you all the best, and go out there and do us proud, and let us know when you have another project you want to talk about. Just let your mom know. We'll set it up. We'll bring you in, and we can do this.
Thank you.
Leave us to it, and we're gonna promote the book for you, and we're gonna promote your work. That's what we're gonna do. All right, Auntie. You have a wonderful day. Give us your parting comments. What do you want to say to us before you leave, to the audience?
To the ones who have kids, encourage them and help them so they can be great.
Fantastic. Encourage them.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
You're most welcome. You are most welcome, my sister. Thank you so much, folks. There you have it. Archie Clower, a young man who's written a book, and I just bought one. So you go ahead, especially if you're in the US, buy his book for your kids. It's just $14. $14. I just bought one. If you have kids, please buy the book for your children so that we can promote young Archie. Yep, the link is right here. Our time is up, folks. Our time is up. Thank you so much. God bless you all. And I look forward to being back here tomorrow, same time, 10:30 a.m. Liberian time and 5:30 a.m. Eastern time. Okay. Thank you very much, folks. Bye-bye.